This video is not intended for children under the age of 13. You have been warned. Hey guys, it's Rye Reviews. And 2019 broke pop music. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion to say that 2019 has been one of the strangest years in pop music that I've ever seen. Even though I've only been following it since 2017, but you can't deny, even looking back like a decade ago, how strange this year has been. I would call this a transitional year. I would also call this an oddly stationary year. I would call this probably one of the strangest years I've ever witnessed. Everything about this year was weird. And quality-wise, how did we do? Well, it was certainly better than last year. 2018 operating at a 3 out of 10 of a few standout songs and filled with disgusting people on the charts, but here we have 2019, and what we ended up with was a pretty solid year. Honestly, all things considered. There weren't a lot of songs that were really bad that I didn't like. There weren't a lot of songs that were amazing either. I would say this year operated at a 7 out of 10, which is solid. So, at the end of the day, weirdest year I've ever seen, but definitely not the worst. And quality-wise, it's so much better than last year, I can't even begin to explain. So, putting this worst list together wasn't very fun, and it wasn't not fun for the same reason it was last year, where last year I talked about a bunch of scumbags who managed to get hits, but this year, it wasn't fun because these songs weren't that bad or that interesting, or I just didn't feel like there was enough to really talk about. The bad songs this year were more uninteresting than flat out horrid, and the songs that were horrid, just there wasn't much to say about them, but there wasn't really anything which stood out as bad, which, yes, that is a good thing, but when making something like a worst list, it can be awkward. I just don't have much else to say other than this is the top 10 worst hit songs of 2019. Number 10. "2019 was a diverse year in terms of genres. While 2018 was mostly dominated by trap, radio filler, and a little bit of country that seeped through the cracks, 2019 had a whole wide array of genres, including pop, trap, country, even alternative things like Billie Eilish and things that I still can't explain the genre of. Weird genre fusions and all stuff. One of the best things about 2019 was the return of pop music. We had a lot of upbeat pop songs, like Sucker by the Jonas Brothers, Sweet but Psycho by Ava Max, If I Can't Have You by Shawn Mendes, Even Me by Taylor Swift. But we ended up with a lot of trap songs still. Trap has not gone away, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There's plenty of good trap songs, but the unfortunately the nondescript, boring trap songs have not gone away. And out of all of the artists from last year, why on earth did we think we needed to keep around Little Baby? Alright, this song isn't the worst thing in the world, I suppose, but this is the exact kind of mumbling, incompetent trap that was popular last year. I'm not sure if Little Baby and Gunna had some sort of brain-switching thing. I'm not even sure which one's which, nor do I even care. But this song is incredibly boring. The flows aren't interesting. The rapping isn't interesting. Little Baby's voice is annoying, and he sounds like a little baby. Gunna is just nothing to write home about, and, again, this is a very downbeat song, but it's not downbeat for the sake of being downbeat. It's downbeat because it's incompetent. There's no interesting flows on this song. It doesn't sound vibed out the way Post Malone's songs usually work. This is just one of those incompetently boring trap songs, where there really isn't much to say about it. The beat doesn't go anywhere, it's not interesting, the production isn't interesting, none of the content is interesting. There really isn't anything to say about this song, other than I'm just baffled that we kept Little Baby around at all, but... And for some reason, something about the flow, when he says the word kickback, makes me think of Fifi by 6ix9ine, and that's never a good association, so if I'm automatically associating this song with a much worse song from last year, then I think we can just move on, quietly. At the end of the day, everything's fine. Number 9. Viral novelty rap songs are not new. They've been prevalent over the last few years. First we had, you know, We had crunk, we had ringtone rap, we had Soulja Boy, and then we had Vine rap, and then we had SoundCloud rap, and now we have TikTok rap. And TikTok rap is certainly not all that different from Vine rap. The trends aren't all that different. TikToks are 15 seconds as opposed to 6 seconds, which Vines are, but I really don't have anything to say about these types of songs anymore. But what happens if you fuse a TikTok/Vine rap song with the trend that was popular, like Old Town Road? You end up with Blanco Brown. I certainly don't like this. Now, Old Town Road was incredibly novel and incredibly successful, as you all know. Was one of the things that blocked the charts for 18 to 19 weeks in the middle of the year. Yeah, Old Town Road destroyed everything, but there's this. This exists. This song was somewhat popular off of TikTok. I don't know who this guy is, other than Blanco Brown is a stupid name. Is that his actual name? Did somebody name their child that? White Brown? Are you kidding me? But all I have to say at the end of the day is that this is just a stupid novelty dance song that got popular off of TikTok and the trends of Old Town Road. And at the end of the day, did we really need Old Town Road fused with Watch Me? Is that what we needed in our life? Thankfully, this wasn't nearly as successful as Watch Me, or anything in that vein, but this still didn't need to exist. And I just don't like this, and it's definitely not as bad as Watch Me. But again, at the end of the day, this is not good. I don't like this. I have nothing else to say about the Get Up by Blanco Brown other than this stupidest name for a song I've ever seen in my life. The Get Up? Seriously? We did not need Old Town Road combined with the Cupid Shuffle. Goodbye. Number 8. I was talking about Incompetent Trap, and there really isn't anything else to say about this next song, so I'm just going to get through it real quick. I don't know who this guy is either, but darn, this song is unimpressive. I don't like the twinkling beat. It sounds creepy without needing to be creepy. This song is a kiss off to an ex, and I don't know who Flip De Niro is, but his flows aren't terrible, but God, this guy's voice is annoying, especially on the chorus. It sounds extremely whiny the way he sings the chorus. Leave me alone! I don't like it. And this song is it's supposed to be a kiss off to an ex, but it doesn't sound hard enough to be angry, and it doesn't sound silly enough to be playful. I guess what he was trying to go for here was I Don't Fuck With You by Big Sean, which is kind of a funny song, but this song isn't funny to me. This song is just incompetent and boring. At the end of the day, I really don't have anything else to say about this song, and I'm glad about that. Number 7. I give up. I give up trying to defend this song. 7 Rings by Ariana Grande is the 7th worst song of the year. I'm not even sure if it is. It might be worse than that. But at the end of the day, you've known my long, storied history of the song. There's no way I'm putting this song on my worst list. I said it was better than Thank You Next. I said it was a good song. I said it was good to decent multiple times. I ranked it in the 50s out of my 70 Ariana Grande songs ranked and said it wasn't bad. I said multiple times that this song wasn't bad, and I don't know, looking back at this at the end of the year, this was my most listened song on Spotify for a long time, before it got taken over by another Ariana Grande song, which I may discuss at a later interval. But this has to be one of the weirdest songs I've ever heard, and not in a good way. My dad finally made me realize how much this song sucks. Now, I have to go back here and talk about Ariana Grande. It's just, I love Ariana Grande. I'm a huge fan. But this song is just wrong. It's wrong. I don't like it. But I should probably get into the specifics of this. This song has a really good beat. I like the beat. The beat is the reason I defended the song, and I would like to talk to you about something I like to call the mi gente phenomenon. So, Mi Gente was this reggaeton song, I guess, that came out in 2017 by J Balvin and Willie William, and this was a stolen riff from a, you know, French song by Willie William, and that was originally a slowed down riff from an Indian song. But I gotta say here, I don't hate this song, Mi Gente. The reason I bring it up is because it made the worst hit songs of 2017 list for Diamond X Studios Music. Diamond X Studios is a channel that I watch, and what he said about this song was that he kept going back to it because something about the riff always drew him in, but when they put percussion or anything over the riff, it sounded horrid, and he hated it, but he could not figure out what kept drawing him in about the song. This is 7 Rings for me. This song kept drawing me in as much as I didn't want to admit it. And I still think this beat is really good, but at the end of the day, my biggest problem with the song is the attitude that's being shoved at you. I don't mind brag rap when it's done well. Like, I like Cardi B songs. It's just that Ariana Grande just doesn't feel like she can convey being a gangster. She can't convey being rough. Her excuses for bragging are stupid. It doesn't feel like she earned any of the stuff. She's just talking about things that she has. It's also pink and girly as fuck. It feels like she's shoving a pom-pom into my face, and I don't like it. The attitude of this song makes my skin crawl. Now, listening to it, I feel sick. I know why people hated this song so much. The attitude of this song is just the most smug way possible and sassy, and not in a good way sassy. I must admit, this song is just the worst, lyrically, and we've got some half-ass singing, she's not even trying here, and Ariana Grande attempting to rap, which, 2 mixed results, but at the end of the day, I have several problems with this song, musically. This beat is great. I love it. It's atmospheric, it's spooky, it fits the tone of anything perfectly, but then we get the trap skitters. Why? I mean, why does it need to be a trap song? We don't need trap skitters in a song like this. I just don't understand. And in fact, it's pretty much the same trap skitters that literally everyone was using this year. Yeah, it's really not anything different, but trap skitters aren't necessarily the problem. This song has a dark and atmospheric vibe to it, and I have weird feelings about this. The production is flawless. I love the way this song sounds overall. Even though we got some half-ass singing from Ariana Grande, and some whoops in the background. We did not need gang vocals on a song like this, but at the end of the day, the issue with this song is that nothing fits together. It's like 2 or 3 separate songs being shoved together. Another song which I thought had this problem was Nightmare by Halsey, which obviously isn't eligible for this list, but at least that song was ugly and ferocious for a reason. That song had a point. This song is just some girl shoving her wealth in your face, and my biggest problem with it is how spooky and atmospheric the beat's going for. Again, it's a great beat, but it can't save the fact that the song isn't about that. I know you can have atmospheric stuff if it's trying to sound threatening, like on Cardi B's Money, but Cardi B can sound threatening successfully. That's how Cardi B is. Cardi B is this rough person you don't want to mess with, and I believe it. But Ariana Grande can't portray that. Ariana Grande is sweet. I wouldn't have minded her singing about nice things if she did it in a, well, first of all, less smug way, and if the beat wasn't so spooky and dark. Trying to hop on the trend of having dark and ambient beats, and it just didn't work. And then we have My Favorite Things interpolation, which is just weird. I guess it kind of fits the lyrical tone, but it's just ugly, and it takes all the joy out of the original song. Joyless is how I would describe this song, and not in a good way. There's lots of songs I would say are dark and good, and oh, that's a good thing that the song is dark. It's going for a dark thing. It's trying to sound threatening. It's trying to sound dark. It's trying to sound spooky. But no, this song isn't maybe trying to sound threatening, but Ariana Grande cannot portray that in her vocal delivery, nor do the lyrics sound particularly threatening. So the beat doesn't work. If she was going to take this route, she should have taken a more fun, light, tongue-in-cheek route. My other problem with this song is I have no idea how seriously I'm supposed to take it. Is it tongue-in-cheek? Is she talking about buying stuff for fun because she's sad? Is it tongue-in-cheek in the context of the rest of the album? Is she dead serious? Is she shoving wealth in your face? What is this song? I don't even understand. And when I hear this song, when I hear the beat, I just hear a Billie Eilish song. And that makes the whole thing even sadder. If you took the beat to Seven Rings, slowed it down a bit, and had added some bass, you would have You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish, which is a fantastic song that does sound threatening and dark. It's supposed to. Now, again, Seven Rings was trying to sound threatening and dark, but Ariana Grande has never really portrayed that. She can portray being a bad girl, but that's what I mean, a bad girl. She's not a threatening force to be reckoned with. Yeah, Katy Perry had a similar problem with Dark Horse, but at least I could get the kind of more dirty image out of her. Ariana Grande is just too pretty for this. I just can't deal with this. At least Katy Perry can kind of just fit into whatever image she needs to for her songs, but Ariana Grande has a distinct image, and this doesn't fit her image at all, and it's bad. I don't like it. At the end of the day, this song entices me for all the wrong reasons. The beat is so interesting, and this is still one of my most played songs. I also feel like I won't stop listening to it. I still find merit in this song, but it's just such a catastrophe. I can't really say anything else about it. Oof, that was a long segment. Let's move on to my number 6 pick, which is hopefully something a lot less long, but just as stupid. Alright, Beer Never Broke My Heart, 3rd worst title of the year, Luke Combs, not to be confused with Luke Bryan, and this is a dumb country song. This is one of the broiest songs I've ever heard. Incredibly bro country song. It's stupid. The whole point of this song is beer never broke my heart, girls broke my heart, football broke my heart, everything broke my heart except beer. So I can turn to my beer. It's not even about, like, trying to drink away your issues like Morgan Wallen. It's literally just beer never broke my heart. And you know, that bro-y country delivery, I don't really like the way these guys sing. And especially on the chorus, he's just elongating every syllable like it's the most important thing ever. I just don't like this song, but it is hilarious. I can't really find this to be terrible. I mean, it's terrible, but it's at least entertaining. Which is more than I can say about a lot of songs on this list. Next, number 5. We did not need this, Cardi. Or Bruno. Yeah, you both. We did not need this. Now, okay, I was never on the Finesse hype train the way a lot of other people were. I still think it's a good song, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I never thought it was either of them best work, but then they released Please Me, and I didn't like the song from the first time hearing it. It caught on the radio, and this song sounds ugly. We've got these slimy synths, the production's cheap AF. It sounds like a bad R&B song from the late 2000s. It sounds like a bad Chris Brown or Jason Derulo song. Cardi B is okay on this. Bruno Mars is just begging so much. He just sounds so desperate, and yeah, Bruno Mars can sell desperation. Locked Out of Heaven was a good song, but I don't think that's what this song is going for, and it doesn't fit. It's supposed to be fun and light. We've got some pretty, you know, not so great sexual metaphors from Cardi B, and that's not really the biggest issue. The biggest issue is that it's not fun. This song should be fun if you're talking about sex and pleasing someone, but it's not. This song is, ugly, downbeat, and has some slimy synth. This song was absolutely put together by corporate hacks. No one cared about an artistic vision for this song. At the end of the day, there really isn't anything else to say about Please Me by Bruno Mars and Cardi B, other than it's a horrible, misconceived attempt at recapturing the magic of finesse that some studio hacks wanted to make it good, and it's bad. It's hard. This song stinks. Number 4. So, I have mixed feelings about Brendon Urie, aka the guy from Panic at the Disco. But I'm not going to excuse this. I like to describe this opening as the dying Irish synth. And the rest of the song, outside of having the 2nd worst song title of the year after Break Up With Your Girlfriend and I'm Bored, we have a completely overproduced mess. I would call this song a train wreck. I think that's the perfect description of it. High hopes, you can say what you will about it. It was bombastic, but it wasn't necessarily bad. It felt happy, it felt triumphant. This song just feels stupid. The writing isn't good at all, and Brendan's delivery is fine, but it's really the production that's the issue here. Yeah, it's theatrical, but it doesn't save it from being bad. Also, he's so overwrought here, which can work. Overwrought can work for him. Death of a Bachelor is an amazing song. Also, I hate the way he says boo-hoo. And then the chorus is just, hey, look, ma, I made it, which, again, stupidest line I've heard a long time. Outside of, you know, break up with your girlfriend, I'm bored. But here we have this horn section, which doesn't nearly sound as bombastic or triumphant as High Hopes. It just sounds compressed to all heck. And I just don't like the way any of this is produced. It just doesn't sound good. You've got this weird dying Irish synth. You've got the weird horn section. You've got a percussive beat. The melody itself is weird and feels off kilter. This song feels seasick. I think that's the best description I could possibly think of it. And the breakdown at the end is just weird too. Worst horn section I've heard in a song in a while. Next. Don't think there's much to say about this next one. Okay, yeah, we got Brendon Urie again here, but also joined by Taylor Swift, who, yeah, released some pretty good music this year, but this is not one of them. And yeah, I know I said I liked the song when it came out, but this is basically has some of the same problems as Hey Look Ma, I Made It. It's not nearly as sloppily produced, at least it's more competent to some degrees, but a lot of my problems if this song comes in the delivery, Taylor Swift doing this yelping thing at the end of the line. I don't like this, and it's a style that, it's something that I can overlook in a good song, is a singer yelping at the end of each line, but this is a song which is already bad, and that's just something that makes it worse. The horn section on this song, well, it's better than the horns in Hey Look Ma, I Made It, but I find this song more irritating. At least I can get some sort of entertainment out of Hey Look Ma, I Made It. Me is just terribly written, terribly sung, and I really hate how smug this song feels. Not in the same way as Seven Rings, but this feels like a song for a kid's movie. Feels like something like Can't Stop Feeling or a song like that. But the problem with this song is that it feels like it's a song for a kid's movie, but it feels so smug. This song is triumphant and fun, like High Hopes, except it's self-centered and shoving that self-centeredness in your face. High Hopes was at least a song where somebody's overcoming hard times and saying you've got to have high hopes. Anyone can relate to that, but then we have this song, which is just a weird thing. It's a duet. It's called Me. I hate the way she goes me, he, he on the chorus. I hate the way she goes up at the end of the lines. This song is bombastic for all the wrong reasons. It's just straight up annoying. This is probably one of Taylor Swift's most annoying deliveries. Trust me, it's not the worst single she's ever released. I don't think the person who made Ready For It is going to dig that hole any deeper anytime soon, but God, this isn't good. And the bridge is hard, and the album version that's here took out the spelling is fun line, which is probably the worst part of the single version, or the version you can find for the music video, but the rest of this bridge is still annoying. You've got this cheerleader things. I definitely hate this bridge more than the Shake It Off bridge. You can say what you will about the Shake It Off bridge, and I will defend that song to Kingdom Come, but at the end of the day, this just isn't good. It's just not good, Taylor. I'm sorry. You Need to Calm Down might have been woefully misconceived, but at least it didn't sound like this. Next, number 2. Okay, we're really getting big into the incompetence now. What can I say about Thotiana by Blueface other than that is the stupidest title I've ever heard? But the piano keys are the only interesting thing about this song. The beat is minimalistic and not interesting. The problem with this song is that Blueface completely raps off the beat. There's no notable content, and my problem with this song is that people defended it because Blueface raps off the beat. Oh, that's an artistic choice. No, it's not. You can say it's an artistic choice, but it's just clear incompetence. This guy can't stay on the beat to save his life, and it's just pure incompetence. I don't understand why people are defending something as an artistic decision. Saying something's an artistic decision isn't an excuse for incompetence. Like, if you draw somebody with Hulk arms and, I don't know, a giant grotesque head, unless you're trying to make something with Hulk arms and a giant grotesque head, you can't say, oh, it's just my art style. It still sucks. It's still bad. Now, I know these things are going to acquire taste, but You're a rapper. You're supposed to stay on the beat. Really, this song is just not good, and I don't like it. I really have nothing else to say about the song. It's just not interesting or good. And before we get to number 1, here's a few dishonorable mentions. I don't hate this song. I just am sick of it, and the drop is bad. Marshmello needs to stop ruining good songs. This is not a bad song at all. The production is nice and clean, Ariana Grande's delivery is nice, and the overall message, while some of the writing is questionable, is pretty good. But then we have the chorus, and it's really just that one line that gets under my skin. But boy, does it get under my skin. Yeah, at the end of the day, definitely not the worst thing ever, but I don't like it. I know I said this song was terrible at the beginning of the year, and then I said it kind of grew on me. By saying it grew on me, I mean I get the appeal. That doesn't mean I'm going to go listen to this. This beat is not good, and we have to talk about, you know, it's the guys who produced Panini, which is actually a good song, but yes, I wrote this guy's name as Shaq West, because that is what I called him at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I definitely didn't do my research on this song, but I might have missed the mark, but that still doesn't mean it's any good. I do appreciate how hard this guy goes, though. It's kind of funny. So yeah, it's pretty stupid. Alright, this exists. First of all, Kodak Black needs to just go away. We don't like him. He's not only a scummy human being, he's a terrible singer/rapper. His voice is annoying. Bruno Mars made a song like this. Honestly, I don't think the song is that bad, but again, Kodak Black's existence automatically makes anything bad. This was the song that broke Bruno Mars' quality streak, by the way. Not Please Me. Next. This song got way too much hate, but I still don't like it. I will say that, X by Nicky Jam was worse, and it had a similar drop, but this drop is annoying, and the song is just whatever. I'm trying to imagine how Selena Gomez and Ozuna and Cardi B on the same song could ever work. I know I said I really didn't like this song, but the beat's okay and pretty atmospheric, and, J. Cole and Travis Scott are okay on it. I hate Young Thug's voice. I don't know why I tolerated him on Havana, but I just did. Next. I actually like this song, just not the Katy Perry remix. Why is Katy Perry on a reggaeton song? Her career has flopped so hard at this point, she's making bad remixes of reggaeton songs. Also, the cover of the single is just 2 memojis. I can't deal with that anymore. I literally used to sing this at camp. I had no idea it was a YouTube sensation. Nobody wants this. This feels like a second-rate Jeremiah song from 2014, and that's not a good thing. Yes, I can actually say the Fifth Harmony version was better. Wow, biggest waste of potential of the year. DaBaby does not need to stoop to Little Baby's level. Just absolutely not. Haha, just kidding. This song is the antithesis of Dress by Taylor Swift. They're telling the girl to take the dress off. No, actually, Florida Georgia Line is trying to talk you out of a dress. That's disgusting. Why do you need a song for that? This song is just bad. The beat's super incompetent, the guy can't rap, he has an annoying voice. I really have nothing else to say. This is kind of one of those songs, again, that has a really slimy beat that I just don't like at all. Kind of reminds me of a 2014 DJ Mustard beat, but one of those really creepy ones, and A Boogie is making a downbeat song, but it's not fun at all. And, I mean, I really didn't mind Swervin', with the exception of the pedophile on the track, but otherwise, I thought that song was pretty good, but this one is just soulless, and I don't like it. Well, at least the song does downbeat right. And it's not the worst thing ever. I mean, Chris Brown isn't a good singer, but it's not the worst thing ever, and Drake's pretty good on it, but Chris Brown just needs to go away. I think we can all decide that by now. Well, at least the song has a good beat. But again, the hook is sung by Kodak Black, who just needs to go the fuck away. This song has some of the clumsiest sex metaphors I've ever heard, and the way he says knocking boots sounds like hashtag rap. And the song itself is not good, and I don't like the song, and at least the guitar's alright, but honestly, at the end of the day, this is just horrid. It's terribly written. Consider this my honorary number 11. And, without further ado, number 1. Well, Todd in the Shadows has this philosophy about the worst song of the year not being the song that is the most bad. It's the song that has the lack of good. The song that is lacking anything good. The song that is horrid and just absolutely vapid, lacks anything good. As Todd would always say, I'd rather be annoyed than bored. I completely agree with this. And to me, the song that just lacked the good the most of the year, I have nothing else to say about this, was Ed Sheeran. It all comes back to Ed Sheeran. This is the most soulless, vapid, pointless, and worst song of the year. It's not bad. No, it is bad, but it's lacks anything good or noteworthy. Some songs that I really despise at least have something good or interesting about them. This is the worst, most boring song I've ever heard, and I've not even started to describe the actual problem with this song. And this song has a myriad of problems, don't get me wrong, but the biggest problem with this song is that it's literally just Shape of You again, and there's nothing else I can really say about it other than, how did this happen? This is a sin. And it's worse, it somehow managed to be worse than Shape of You. The fact that you could succeed at making a song that is worse than Shape of You. Not that Shape of You is even that bad, but Shape of You was a weird song, and I have nothing else to say about it. Other than, wow, that's a really weird song. That just doesn't make sense. But then we had I Don't Care, which managed to be that again. But it's literally the same song. This is what nobody realizes. I don't like this. This is way too similar to Shape of You. And somehow the beat sounds even more lifeless. Also, Justin Bieber's on this, and Justin Bieber does not fit here. He portrays antisocial about as well as he can portray the bad boy on Bad Guy, but Ed Sheeran made a better version of the song called Beautiful People with Khalid. At least Khalid fits that kind of song, but yeah, this song is literally Shape of You again. I didn't hate that song. I didn't put it on my worst list for 2017. I didn't hate that song. But at least Shape of You has some, well, memorable lines, even if they're not good. Shape of You, at least, you know, has the all-you-can-eat line, which is awkward, but at least it, you know, it isn't the worst thing ever, but wow! I Don't Care has nothing that interesting. He's at a party. He wants to be with his girlfriend. He's awkward. He and Justin Bieber are both in the same scenario, except they're not dating each other. And Shawn Mendes is the one that can't shake the gay rumors. This song is just not good. This song is a terrible song about anxiety. As someone who has anxiety, this is not believable at all. It's literally the worst. It's dumb. I have nothing else to say other than incompetence took over. Again, why is Justin Bieber here? I don't understand. There's absolutely no reason that he should be here. And yeah, in case you noticed, I'm playing these at the same tempo, 99.1. I Don't Care's tempo is 102 beats per minute. Shape of You's is 96. Yeah, you get the point. These songs are so glaringly similar, I find it almost creepy how similar they are. It's just not good. I don't like it. It's bad. That's all I'm gonna say. Even the bridge sounds the same. You've got the clapping. It's just, at the end of the day, I have nothing else to say. I don't care about Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. Worst song of the year. Thank you. Next. Alright guys, and that was it for the list. Hopefully this will actually upload this time, and next time we get the best songs of the year, and oh boy. I'm definitely looking way more forward to making that list, so hope you guys liked it. Stay around, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!